Anthony Morelli, the guy who wore the Kiss shirt to the Kiss concert, right? Wow. How you do? I'm going to skip away from my usual schlickety-doo that I do, and today I'm going to tell you a story. You want story time, guys? Oh, schlickety-doo it goes. Well, I got to tell you, I come from a long line of entrepreneurial spirits. Yeah. I'm going to tell you about it real quick. Here's what we got going on. Now, I actually had a grandfather who played piano, and the only gigs he would get were playing for funerals. Yeah. Not a good marketing plan. But we trickled down the old family lineage there. My father, he had not one, but two Radio Shacks. Which, if any of you guys know what a Radio Shack does, it hasn't scored a profit since 1997 and not expected to. And, of course, I quit my job to become a comedian, which means I'm late on the rent. But the greatest one of all in my lineage, and this is where my story begins, I have a brother. Ooh, I have a brother. You're going to love him. Oh. Yes, he's the guy. Well, here's his story, and I'm going to tell you about this one. He was going to make $1 million because he's 47 years old, but his whole life has been building because he's going to make it $1 million by being, get this, a drummer in a hair metal band. Not a bad plan, right? Well, stay with me, contraire moufware. Stay with me, it gets better. So he lives in my dad's basement. He collects all things from Scooby-Doo DVDs all the way down to a racetrack he'll never set up and listens to songs he'll never listen to. So this is what's going to happen. So he tells me the other day, well, you want to know where this is going? He has great ideas. And one of his better ideas, he looks at me and he goes, Aaron, well, I got to tell you, here's what he's doing. He's making his own teeth. Now let that sink in. He's making his own teeth. You know anybody who made his own teeth? No, that's the entrepreneurial spirit there. Now, apparently, according to him, you can get on Amazon, and with our friends from China, we can order through the wonderfulness of Amazon $8.99 for a set of teeth that look pretty damn real. I mean, if you put these in the dirt, this would be a crime scene. It'd be full Dick Wolf stuff. You wouldn't tell the difference. So here's the deal. He gets that, and now this is the same guy who will not spend anything. He has a moral dilemma by spending more than $15.99 on anything but a fine sativa. So, for $13.99, he's going to get the epoxy glue to put it in. He's going to make the whole thing. He's got wires. He's got things. He's got the teeth. And he's going to make his own teeth for under $60, ma'am. Under $60. Can you believe that? Oh. So there he is, and he's telling me all this, and I can't believe it. He's running the scenarios. He's like, Aaron, you're not going to believe this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to really do this. And he's been watching YouTube tutorials, the whole deal, the whole thing. And I looked at him, and I said, Chris, do you understand? There's a reason why we have dentists. And there's a reason why we pay them a lot of money to do what they do. And he says to me, he looks me right in the eye, and he goes, Aaron, that's what they don't want you to know. You know where this is going. And I said, what kind of George Washington wooden teeth are you going to make here? And he looks at me and he goes, Aaron, this is what they don't want you to know. That if George Washington was nicer to the Chinese, maybe he would have good fucking teeth. Wow. Now that you met my brother, making it in a hair metal band does not sound like a bad idea, does it? Let's all join a hair metal band, right? Oh, glad you like my brother, right? Now, before I go, I got to tell you the update on this one. I went over there to see how he's doing. Get this, ma'am. Get this, Jiggly Pants. Well, so there he is. He tells me, he's showing me all this stuff. He's got the teeth laid out. He's got the epoxy glue. He's got wires. He's got everything. He's even got his little phone set up and with the tutorial on it, ready to go. And I'm like, Chris, when are you going to do this? And his answer was, he looks at me and he goes, I'm not going to do anything till the first of the month. In case if anything goes wrong. Which I was thinking to myself, there's something you can take with you. This is a lesson from the comedy show tonight. If somebody plans their whole thing around something going wrong by the first of the month, maybe it's not a good idea. Thanks, guys. I'm Aaron Forsyth.